Hey, okay, up for sale today. We have a 1985 Volkswagen Cabriolet. This is here in Declo, Idaho, just outside of Burley. And I'm going to tell you everything I can in probably 2 quick videos. So right now I have the top down and we have the windows down, everything, so you can see what it's like if you want to ride around in the summer. I'll tell you that the history on this is that we bought this car, my son and I, a couple of summers back with the idea that we were going to fix it up, and we really haven't done much of that, hardly at all. So some things that I want to point out to you. Let's see, we'll start with this door here. I noticed this is a fixer-upper, by the way. This door, so you got to get some clips for it, some replacement clips. These are not holding here. I don't know if you can see that, but they're not holding there in the door panel. So you just got to order some replacement clips. This door locks and unlocks fine from the inside and the outside. There's a special key for that. I just replaced these handles here and works fine. The door works fine here, and there's a key to unlock this side. This is your tank, your gas tank, the trunk. You can see the cover back here for the top. Okay, the trunk has got some stuff in it that will obviously get cleaned out for you there. But anyway, the cover here is snagged here, and it looks like it tore the last time that we put this up and down. So that's kind of a new tear, I think, on this cover. Let's see. Other things about the exterior. Oh yeah, this trim piece right here came off. Okay, I think I have that, I'm pretty sure. But I gotta place it somewhere. I gotta find out where we left it, because we definitely have had that. Let's see, anything else I can point out about the exterior of the vehicle? This light needs to be replaced right here, this headlight. There's a crack in it. And other than that, the exterior is pretty much what you see is what you get. Let's take a look at the interior. Okay, there on this side again you have clips that are wrong, and see, for some reason this locking unlocking here, you can use the key on this, it'll go up and down. It's the same key as the ignition, but something is bent here and it just works funny. So what I've done is, just when it's closed, push it locked, and then lock the other side, and then when you get in, I just unlock the other side. Okay, okay, the interior is fairly clean, but it's, it's 33 years old now. So it's got stains and stuff. It could use a good cleaning. That's an extra pedal cover that looks like it's come off of down there on the clutch. Okay. And let's go ahead, pop the hood real quick. Down here we pop the hood, and we'll take a look under the hood real quick. Okay, there's some leakage. I can tell you this right now, some oil leakage. We have purposefully not cleaned the engine compartment at all. Okay, that battery's about a year old, but we wanted you to see the condition right up around the head up here. Now, I think it needs a head gasket. Right there you can see some pooling of oil right down in there. Now, this car sat for about a year, since last summer to this summer, because my son bought a different car last year and parked it, and I haven't driven it, and we needed to get new door handles for it before we could sell it, and we just never got around to it till just this week. But basically it just sat for a year. So what did I do? I charged up the battery, and I checked the oil, and the oil was down about a quart. I added a quart, maybe a quart and a half, and that's it. I don't know, when we drive it, it doesn't seem like we go through much oil, but I would just check it from time to time. There is a rattle you're going to hear later on when we turn, particularly when we turn to the right, and to me it sounds like it's coming from underneath this side. Now, it is not when you just turn the wheel. The power steering seems to be okay. You turn the wheel and just hold it, no noise. But if you try to drive, especially if you try to take off or accelerate, you'll hear it rattling. So I don't know what that is, something to do with the steering or something. And there is supposed to be air conditioning and cruise control on this vehicle. Neither one of them worked when we got it. We never worked on it. So those are two functions that I think, you know, a good mechanic could get those fixed up and improve your ride considerably. But, you know, it's an outdoor summer car. So usually that means driving with the top down, not worrying about air conditioning. If that's what you're looking for, probably this isn't the car for you. Okay, let's take this for a quick spin. Let's see, keys are in it. Okay. All right, a couple other things I noticed. Pretty much everything on the dash, you can hear it start up. It's a little 5-speed, right? Everything on the dash, the gauges, I don't know that they work. It looks like the what's this? The RPM gauge. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, that appears to be working. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, when I first start it, yeah, those lights light up, and you can see that the oil light lights up a little bit. When I first started it, you notice the RPMs are way up here. Tachometer, that's what it is. The tachometer RPMs were up here. Then I gave it a rev. The battery light went away. The oxygen sensor went away. The oil light is blinking now. It's gone out before. And the RPMs, they're sitting steady where I think it should be, right around there, maybe 600, 700 or something. It looks like speedometer works, but odometer does not work. Okay, this is just one of those deals. Odometer does not work. This is one of those cars that's way past the requirement to record miles, so I don't know when it stopped working, but it didn't work from when we have it. Fan works, but like I said, there is no sense that we're getting any kind of air conditioning, and that's something that somebody would want to work on. In fact, there's a lever here to control where you're blowing and what type of blowing you're getting, and that I don't even know where it is. All I have is put it on max AC or over here to bi-level or whatever. I don't even use it. We never use that. Okay, next thing, you have one of these detachable faces on the radio, but this is a cassette deck radio. I don't know if you'd want to use it or not. Right now I don't even know if it's hooked up. I'm not hearing any sound come out of it, so being sold as is, I don't know if you can count on that radio working or what you'll need to do with that. Gauges down here seem to be working okay. See, let's make that a little bit more visible. There's your voltimeter and bar, oil pressure, and temperature gauge. Okay, there's 3 gauges down there. They seem to be working. Car shifts okay. This is a tough one to drive, but I am gonna try to do this real quick. Oh, I gotta get it into gear in reverse. And here we go. Backing the car up. Okay, clutch is pretty tight. You can easily spin the tires if you want. Of course, I'm on gravel, but you can even chirp them if you want on the asphalt. Okay, I'm gonna go down the road, try to get it up to about 45 or 50. That's that rattle that I was talking about. When you're turning right, it's especially noticeable. Here we go. I'm going to my right here, and I'm gonna try to drive this with one hand and just let you see the gauges if I can with the other. And then when we get past the school zone, I'll try to accelerate real quick, get it up to 55, 60, 65, whatever I can reasonably do without getting in too much trouble here or endangering anyone on this country road. So it shifts nicely. The engine seems to be pretty strong. It's not lacking in power or anything, although this is not a super powerful, 700 horsepower kind of a vehicle. This is more like a I don't know, 110, 120 horse vehicle, but it's small and peppy. And it has no problem going 50 here. I'm in 4th gear, shifting to 5th gear. Okay, I'm gonna hit the brakes. Notice that oil light went out, and I've noticed that as you drive it, that oil light goes out. And I'm still in 5th. I need to shift here. Down into 4th. And I wonder if there's anything else I can think of. We're selling it at a low price. Basically, this is one of those cars that, as a little Volkswagen convertible, it's going to hold its power. You can see that crack in the windshield. I didn't mention that to you. But it's going to hold its value. It has a floor, right? It's never going to be worth, much less than what it is right now. Obviously, it could get worth, maybe 600 or 500 for parts if you completely let it go. But we're not asking a whole lot more than that for a completely working, running vehicle that somebody could use and enjoy, and not only that, could invest in and improve. It does have, a higher value than just what we're asking for it. Should you be mechanically inclined and want to do a little repair work and get it up to speed. There's that racking sound. Most of what we've got to do on this car is fairly minor, I think. Okay, cruising along in 5th gear, and that's enough, I think, of this test drive. There really isn't anything else I can think of to show you, but you can certainly ask the questions you have, and we'll do our best. My strong preference is make sure you've looked over this video very, very closely before you come out all the way to Declo to test drive it, because I don't want to waste your time, and you don't want to waste mine either. So we don't want to waste any time. So let's have you take a close look, get in touch with me if you have any questions, and then we'll just go from there. Okay.